71, 72. We will see that tomorrow. Now, presently, I'm going to start with question number 78. Let me start with question number 78. What is the question asking? The question is given that if m plus n is equals to 14 and m into n is equals to some 48, then find the value or values of m minus n. Here, m plus n is given and m into n is given. Wow. Now we have to find m minus n. So we need to search any identity which is having all these three, right? Like m plus n, m minus n, and m into n. But let me tell you, whatever identities we have learned, all of them were in variables a and b. So we will not get m plus n. We have to check like a plus b, a into b, a minus b. Let us have a look. Do we have any formula which is having a plus b, a minus b, and a into b? These all three things should be there in one formula. In other formulas, you can see that a plus b is there, a into b is there, but a minus b is missing here, right? Here a minus b is there, a into b is there, a plus b is missing. Here a plus b there, a minus b there, a into b is missing. So only there is one formula which is having all the three. That is the last one. Here we have a plus b, we have a minus b, and we have a into b. So by hearting this formula is very important. If you by heart this formula, then only you can use them whenever the situation demands. Now, a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equals to 4ab. This is the formula which we are going to use for solving question number 78. So let me take to the whiteboard. Yeah, this is our whiteboard. Let me clear this. This is all 9th class. Right. Question number 78. I have brought the textbook also here so that every time I don't move back to the presentation. Here, two things are given. What are the two things which are given? M plus n is given as 14. Given m plus n is equals to 14. And one more thing is given. That is m into n. Mn means what? M into n. That is given as 48. And what we want m minus n is equals to question mark. This is the question, children. So what I'm going to write, we will be writing, we know some formula. What is that formula? We know that a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equals to 4ab. This is the last formula which we have seen, and in this we have something like m plus n, we have m minus n, and we have m into n. Sir, that is a b. No sir, you are telling mn. Yeah, in the place of a we have to take m, in the place of b we have to take n. Only not in the first term, in all the terms. Let us make it happen. What you have to do, sir? You have to substitute a as m and b as n. Harshit, help me. What it will become? Harshit, in the place of a, you tell a as m and you tell b as n. Yeah, please tell.
M plus n whole square.
Very good.
Minus m minus n whole square.
Okay. Is equals to
4 into m into n.
Yeah, 4 into m into n. Very good, very good. Good. So if Harshit can say this one, everybody can assume this one. See beta, our identity is always in terms of a and b, but whatever is given, no, we have to compare them with available a and b, and we have to analyze. Now in this Tapasvi, we have three different terms. One is m plus n, one is m minus n, one is m into n. So which two we have actually? M plus n, m minus n, mn. Among these three, which two values we have? Tapasvi. Tapasvi, here I have translated the formula, Nana, with the help of Harshit. So yeah, so m plus n, m minus n, m into n, right? So these are the three different things. In these three different things, we know two different things. First and the second one, you know. Have a look here clearly. What we know? We know what is m plus n, 14. So in the place of m plus n, I can write 14.
Minus
m into n.
N is equal to 48. We have to find m minus n whole square.
We have to find not m minus n whole square. We have to find m minus n actually, right? So whole square will be as it is. So don't worry. Here we know the first one. Yeah, thank you, beta. You can mute. We know the first term and we know the last term, children. Here it's given, no, given. M plus n is given, m into n is given. So do one thing. Whatever you know, you substitute. And whatever you don't know, let it be like that. First is m plus n. So m plus n, I can write as 14 here. So I'm getting m plus n. In the place of m plus n, I'm going to write 14. So let me write here 14. That is m plus n, but square is there here. Sorry for shouting. So square is there still. Minus, I'm keeping the minus, m minus n now. We don't know what is m minus n because that is something which we have to find. So let it be as it is. And then we have 4 into 4mn stands for 4 into mn. But we don't know, sorry, we know what is mn, right? Mn is what? Mn is 48. So in the place of mn, I can write 48. Observe. 4 is written as it is and mn is written as 48. So 4mn means 4 into mn. Here I wrote 4 into 48 because mn is 48. Because mn is 48. Done. Now let us do some work. That is find what is 14 square actually. 14 square. Do you think 14 square is 14 into 2, Chinmay? 14 square is what? 14 into 2 or 14 into 4?
14 into 4.
Yeah, thank you. So it is 14 into 14. 14 into 14. 2 times we need to multiply. 4 4s are 16. Then we have 4 1s are 4 plus 1 is 5. Then 1 into 14 is 14. 196. Very good. So we are getting 196 minus m minus n whole square. Now 4 into 48. 4 8s are 32. 4 4s are 16. So 192. Now do one thing. As we want, what we want m minus n. Where is that? It is over here. So take this underlined one to that side and bring this 192 to left hand side. That means I'm asking to transpose. Why? Because I want m minus n. So let me make this m minus n from negative as positive. Actually, you can even take 196 also to that side. That's up to you. You want to take? Yeah, you can take. Let it be here. 196 I am taking now. I changed my mode. So let me take 196 to that side. So when you take 196 to that side, what will be happening actually in the right hand side? 192 is there as it is. So let me write 192 and 196 is coming as a guest. So 196 is a plus symbol actually, right? So when it is going to the other side, it will become minus 196, which will become minus 4. Sir, why minus 4, sir? Because we are subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number. 196 is a number which is bigger than 192 and it is having minus in front of this. So that's why our answer will be minus 4. Right. That is all about the right hand side. Now, when 196 is going to the right hand side, you can see that minus m minus n whole square is left in the left hand side only, all alone. So here we will be having minus m minus n whole square. Minus m minus n whole square. So if you're getting minus both sides, no, you can cancel. That means if you're getting some minus x is equals to minus 4, then you can cancel minus and minus, and simply you can write x is equals to 4. The same thing I have done here also. I got both side minus, that also all alone, right? All alone. They should be all alone. Minus m minus n whole square, one term, and right side we have minus 4. That is also one term. So if you're getting one term is equals to one term and both are having minus minus, you cancel that or strike that off. Then what we are left with, guys? We are left with m minus n whole square is equals to 4. Done? Yeah. But do you think we want m minus n whole square? No, Tapasvi. We want m minus n. We want what? M minus n. So what is extra? What is extra other than m minus n? Square is there. Yeah, whole square is there. Acha, to cancel this whole square, what we should do? Should we? Very good, very good. Yeah, very good. Great, great, great. So now let me do square root on both sides. SQ means square. ROOT root. Square root on BS. BS means not biological science. It is both sides, right, in a short form. So let me do square root. Square root I am doing intentionally so that this whole square will be getting cancelled. But unfortunately, whatever you do, you have to do for both the sides. Otherwise, it will be illegal. So that's why here m minus n whole square and the square and square root like this, they will get cancelled. Gone. Square gone. Square root gone. Now remaining what? Remaining is only m minus n. Now what is square root of 4, guys? Square root of 4 is 2. What it is? It is 2. So this is your answer. How, sir? Because square root of 4, you have to be a little bit, you know, thinking about one step ahead always. Square root of 4, 4 can be written as 2 square, Nana. Here square and root will get cancelled and finally you will get 2. So square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 16 is 4. Right? Square root of 25 is 5. So like this, like this. Like what, sir? Like it is same like 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. So if 3 square is 9, then square root of 9 is 3. The reverse work here. Understood? Yeah. So please remember that and try to take screenshot of this solution because we are done. M minus n is asked. No, we have found the m minus n. Just a minute. This is all a rough thing, Nana. You need not worry about that. Bother about that. Just a minute. Yeah. Take screenshot and tell me done, sir.
Sir, done.
Sir, done.
Great. Good. Okay. So anyhow, successfully we have completed the 78th question. We got m minus n as 2. We got 2. So now 76, 77th is already discussed yesterday. So we are left with 73, 74, 75. So let me start with 73. You can see the question is demanding to factorize, right? Yeah. So question number 73. Just a minute. Yeah. 73rd solution. 73rd solution. Some polynomial is given here to factorize. Given polynomial. What is a given polynomial? Given polynomial is 4x square plus 8y square plus 12xy plus 12xy. Generally, before this questions, what we used to do is we used to take the term, that is the last term which is given here as xy, right? This is 12xy. We used to take that as the middle term, and then we used to find what should be a and what should be b. So here 4 is 2 square. We can understand that 4 is nothing but it is square of 2. But 8 is not square of any number. So it will be a little bit troublesome for us to find the square root of 8 or in simple manner to find the value of b. So what we have to do, we have to check all the 3 terms and you can see there is some number common. What is that number? This is 4 and this is 4 into 2, and this is 4 into 3. I got it. That means I can take 4 as common from all the 3 terms, right? Yeah. So let me take that 4 as common here. First duty is to extract the common. So 4 is also a factor of this polynomial, right? Yeah. So 4, if I am taking outside, children, 4 I am taking outside. So this 4 has gone. The 4 has gone means what is left? Only x square is left. Only x square is left, right? Plus. And here 8 means actually it is 4 into 2 into y into y. That is 8. 4 2s are 8. Y into y square. In this 4 has gone. 4 has gone means what is left? 2 into y into y. That is 2y square is left, children. What is left, children? 2y square is left. Yeah. Plus, just a minute. I hope you got me. You understood that. Then, so here 2y square is left. That is in simple, Nana. 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. Y square. So when it is outside, it is distributive property. No, again, it should be multiplied actually. Yeah. So plus, now 12xy means what? 12xy means 4 into 3, 12 into x into y. Now, who is going outside? 4 is going outside. It's had already outside waiting. So what is left? 3xy is left here. So we can write here as 3xy. I think you understood. So let me write here 3xy. So by doing this, I did not do any illegal thing. You can observe that again, 4 into x square, 4x square, 4 into 2y square, 8y square, 4 into 3xy, 4 3s are 12, 12xy. Means again, the value is same. The value is same. Only its appearance has changed. I have taken 4 as common outside. I think you understood, right? Yeah. Now, that is done. A great job. So 4 is outside. So keep it outside. Let it be outside again. Now 4 is outside. Now have a look. First I'm writing x square. Then I'm writing the middle term, that is plus 3xy. And then I'm writing the here this term as 2y square. So what did I do here? I did some rearrangement of the terms. Now the question is, why should I do that? I should do this so that I can take something common by splitting the middle term. So now we are going to do the real factorization. Please, children, try to understand here. I'm going to do the real factorization, which will be helpful for you in your 8th standard, 9th standard, and even in 10th standard also. So it's a very good topic, right? Yeah. So it needs a little bit higher thinking, but it is easy. Don't worry. Now 4 is outside. I have taken this 3xy as the middle term so that I can split it, so that I can break it into 2 terms. Which one? 3xy. Now I am going to write as 2 terms. Means I am going to break it as 2 terms. That means by breaking the 3 terms here, x square is 1 term, and this 3xy will become 2 terms, and 2y square is another term. So on the whole, these 3 terms will become 4 terms. Now the thing is how we should break. It should satisfy certain 2 conditions. What is that? That is like this, Nana. Have a look. Here, x square before no number is there. So if there is no number, what does it mean? It is 1. If there is no coefficient, what it means? It is 1. And here last term, 2y square. What is the coefficient? It is 2. So you need to multiply this first term coefficient and the last term coefficient. So 1 and 2. You multiply that. 1 into 2 is what? It is 2. It is 2. And then what do you have in the middle term? Middle term, you have plus 3. What you have? You have plus 3. And this is 1 into plus 2 is plus 2. 1 into 2 is 2. So how I am getting this one? By multiplying. How I am getting this one? Here, this is the middle term, which I have to write as it is. I have to write as it is. I hope you're getting me. Now, see beta. Now the important thing. You have to search now 2 numbers. You have to search now 2 numbers. When you multiply the 2 numbers, you should get 2. And when you add the two numbers, you should get 3. I repeat, you want two numbers now. I want two numbers now. Those two numbers, if you multiply, you should get 2. And if you add those two numbers, you should get 3. Can you tell the numbers? Anybody can unmute and say. Should I repeat? See, beta, I want two numbers. If I multiply those two numbers, I should get 2. And if I add those two numbers, I should get 3. Can you identify the two numbers?
Sir, 2 and 3. 2 and 1.
2 and 1. 2 and 1 is the correct answer. 2 and 1 is the correct answer. Very good. Because 2 into 1. Because 2 into 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Very good. So what are the two numbers which we want? They are 2 and 1. So this is what we call splitting. Now have a look. Instead of this plus 3xy, middle term is splitted. Splitting means breaking into. So this plus 3xy, I have to write as plus 2xy plus 1xy. How? Like this. First 4 will be as it is outside. Yeah, let me take red. 4 is as it is outside. And the first term x square is as it is. And the last term plus 2y square is also as it is, plus 2y square. Only the middle term plus 3xy will be written as, here we have 2 and 1, will be written as plus 2xy plus 1xy. By doing this, what happened actually? Nothing happened, Nana. You can see that 2xy plus 1xy is again 3xy only. Means you did not do any illegal thing. You have gone correct. But why we should write like this only? Why we should write like this only? We are writing like this only so that I can take something common from the first two terms. So that I can take something common from the first two terms. And the same thing as common from the next two terms. Oh my God, what does it mean? It means whatever common you are getting in the first two terms, whatever common you will get, in the next two terms also you will get the same common. So that's why we are following these rules. What are these rules? Once again, first we have to multiply the first terms and the last terms coefficient. Here nothing is there, so I took as 1. So 1 into 2 is 2. So here I wrote 2. And the middle term coefficient is plus 3. That plus 3 I have written here. And then here I put some arrow marks like this. And here into and here plus. This into and plus is telling me that you want two numbers. If you multiply those two numbers, you should get this. And if you add these two numbers, you should get this. So I asked, you helped me, you said that it is 2 and 1, and finally I have written. Now let us see whether what I said is correct or not. So 4, I am taking outside. Now here, x square means what? Actually, x square means x into x. So x is there 2 times. And what do you mean by 2xy? 2xy means 2 into x into y. So what is common? Here also x there, here also x there. So I can take x as common, children. What I can take? I can take x as common. So when I take x as common here, from this x square, 1x has gone. I'm taking common from the first two terms only. That's why I underlined separately, right? In these two terms only, I am searching, right? So x is common, x I took outside. Here from 2x, x square means x into x. In that 1x has gone outside. So one more x will be there, children. Plus 2xy. Now the second term is what? This plus I have written here plus. The plus I have written here plus. Now in the second term, you can see here x is there. So that x is common? No. So common means that has gone outside. So when x has gone outside, what is left? What is left actually? 2 is left and y is left. What is left? 2 is left and y is left. Here 2 is left and y is left. I hope you're understanding. Right. So from the first two terms, I have taken x plus 2y as common. Now what did I say? We will get again the same thing as common here also in the next two terms also. How? Let us see. Now 1 into x into y means what? 1 into x into y. Plus 2y square means what? 2 into y into y. So what is common? Y is common. Here also y there, and here also y there. So I can take y as common. So third term is very, very important. Third term is very, very important. If you see the third term as plus, you should take plus as common. And if you see minus, then you should take minus as common. So third term is very, very important. This is the third term here, right? And it is having plus. So definitely I have to take here plus as common, right? In case if it is minus, then I would have taken minus. Now, what is common? Y is common. Y is common here. So y, if I take common, what I will get? Here this circled y has gone. So we are left with only 1x. But 1 is not compulsory to write, right? Because 1 into x is x only, no? Here nothing is there, means I have taken 1, right? Yeah, x. Then plus is there. So let me write here plus 2y into y. 2y square means what? 2 into y into y. So here 1y is gone. So what is left, children? What is left?
Yes.
What is left, Nana? Y is gone here. 1y is gone outside as common, no?
Yes.
2y. Yeah.
2y.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So 2y is left here. So I can write here 2y. Then I go in a bracket. Now observe, children. Here I got x plus 2y common. Here also I got x plus 2y as common. Am I clear to you? Yeah. So whatever I said, we got the same thing. Here I said that we are writing this plus 3xy as plus 2xy plus 1xy plus 2xy plus 1xy, so that we can get something common from the first two terms and the same thing common from the next two terms. And I got that. Now, 4 terms, x square, one term, 2xy, second term, 1xy, third term, 2y square, fourth term. That 4 terms has become 2 terms now here. What is that? X into x plus 2y. So here I am saying into, means this all is 1 term, and y into x plus 2y is also 1 term. In both the terms, children, x plus 2y is common. You can see x plus 2y is there both times, right? Both times. Now you can take x plus 2y as common. Got it? Yeah. So 4 is outside as it is. Now I am taking x plus 2y. This underlined one I am underlining so that you can understand. This underlined one I am taking outside. So underline x plus 2y has come outside. It has come outside. So forget about that underline thing. So what is left here? Here x is left. Only x is there. And this underline has gone outside. This underline has gone outside. So what is left? Only y is left here, right? So here we will get plus y. This plus and y. So I can write here plus y. Children, that's it. Your answer is over. So what is happening here? The polynomial 4x square plus 8y square plus 12xy, we have factorized as 4 into x plus 2y into x plus y. That means what? If you multiply this 4 into x plus 2y again into x plus y, you are going to get the same polynomial. So till now we have done something multiplication, we have written like this, and now we are doing the reverse work, that is we are factorizing. We have written this polynomial as product of these factors. You can check your backside answer, it will be same. So please take screenshot.
Where we are splitting it total.
Yeah, we are splitting the middle term, only middle term we are splitting, Nana. That also how we are splitting? By maintaining 2 conditions. If you into how much you should get, and if you add how much you should get. Into cheste enta ravali, add cheste enta ravali. Anedi evaru decide chestaru? First term into last term. First term coefficient into last term coefficient anedi into chesi rastam. Middle term ela undo alane ikkada rasestam. So they will decide that what should be the 2 numbers which we want. Please take a screenshot and we will see one more question so that you can understand it in a better manner. Yeah. Now let me take to 74th question, Nana, so that you can understand it in a better manner. 74th question. 74th solution. What is the question given? The given polynomial is given 3x plus, Nana, mute, somebody disturbance coming. 3x plus 2y whole square minus 5x minus 3y whole square. Have a look, have a look. This is the 74th question. 74th question, 3x plus 2y whole square minus 5x minus 3y whole square. So here, directly like this 73rd question, laddu is not given to us. They gave some, to us some maida, besan and some oil and some tawas, some gas stove, and they said that you prepare the laddu and you have it. Understood? Some extra work is given here. That is, you know, we have to first expand this and then we have to further solve to factorize. So we have certain formula, that is a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Done? Yes, sir, done. Now, this is a and this is b. So a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. So when you expand this, children, what you will get? You will get a 3x square plus 2 into a. I am saying a, but what I will write? I will write 3x. I will say b, but what I will write? 2y. So 2 into a, 3x, into b, 2y, plus b square. B is 2y, then a whole square. Done? Yeah, I have used this formula. A square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. That's what I have used, children. Right? Yeah. So that is the expansion of the first binomial. Now we have minus in between. So please put a minus here. And again, here you need to assume a as 5x and b as 3y. But what is this in the format of? This is in the format of a minus b square now. So here we need to write even that also. That is a minus b whole square is equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Got it? Yeah. You can see here minus is there, no beta, in between. So that should be definitely a minus b. So now I will read this one. A square, first a square. But what is a here? A is 5x. So I can write here a square. That is 5x whole square. Next we have minus 2 into a into b. So minus 2 into a is 5x into b is 3y. Then we have plus b square. So plus, what is b? 3y square. I think you understood. So this is the expansion of the second one. Some hard work and little bit more work we have to do here. Now one more formula. Again, every time we are applying the formula. That is, if we come across a into b whole power m, this power m should be given for both the terms inside. That is a power m into b power m. Means the square should be given for 3 also, for x also. Even we have done many times like this. So 3 square is what? It is 9. Then x square will be x square, right? Plus 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 2, 12. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12. Now x into y is xy. So middle term we got as plus 12xy. And then the last term, plus is there, keep a plus. 2 square is 4, children, and then y square is y square. So we simplified the first bracket again. Then we have a minus here. So please put a minus, and don't forget to keep the bracket because minus will change every term inside symbol. So 5 square is 25. And then after we have x square. So x square. What I'm doing actually, the square I'm giving for both the term. Who said? Here it said no, that m should be given for both a also and b also. A into b whole power m is equals to a power m into b power m. Same like that I'm doing. Then we have a minus here. So please keep minus. 2 5s are 10. 10 3s are 30. So the number we are getting as 30. And then x into y. X into y is xy. And after that we have plus 3 square. 3 square is 9. And then finally y square is y square. Oof. Okay. We completed. Now a little bit speed up we have to go. Now I'm removing the bracket. So when I'm removing the bracket, the first bracket will not get any harm. That means all the symbols will be as it is. So let me write, I'm removing the first bracket, 9x square plus 12xy plus 4y square. But when I am removing the second bracket, you can see before second bracket there is minus. So here before first bracket there was plus. So plus did not do any harm. But what minus will do? Minus will go inside now because you're removing the bracket, and it will change all the symbols of the terms. That is, minus into plus will be minus, minus into minus will be plus, minus into plus will be minus. So everybody's symbol will change. Plus 25x square will become minus 25x square, right? Then minus into minus, minus into minus is plus 30xy. So this is to be done very carefully. Then minus into plus is again minus 9y square. So that's why bracket is very important. If before the bracket there is minus and you are trying to remove the bracket, all the terms inside will change its symbol. Right. Now, children, we have two like terms. 9x square plus 25x square. They are like terms. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Plus 4y square minus 9y square. They are like terms. What do you mean by that? They are having the same variable, y square. And in the similar manner, 12xy plus 12xy plus 30xy. They are also like terms because they are having xy. Now, this colored underlined things will be done first. So, plus 9x square minus 25x square. They are like terms, Nana. So, 9 minus 25, that is the thing. 9 minus 25. So, what is 9 minus 25? Children, 9 minus 25 is minus 16. It is minus 16x square. So, these two underlined blue colored lines, they are like terms. So 9x square minus 25x square are becoming minus 16x square. Now let us go to the middle term. The middle term is, we have plus 12xy and we have plus 30xy. Wow, both are positive, Nana. Both are positive. So add them. Plus 12 plus 30 is what? It is plus 42xy. And finally, we have plus 4y square minus 9y square. So that is 4 minus 9. You just talk about the number 4 minus 9. 4 minus 9 is what? Bigger number, sorry, small number minus bigger number. So we will get minus 5y square. That is 4 minus 9. 4 minus 9 is minus 5. I hope you understood, everybody. You understood here. So now we got the question as we got the previous question in the beginning. See. Here, 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms, right? Like that 3 terms we got now. So this was the extra work which we have done till now. What to do? We have to do. Now, children, let me split the middle term, right? What do we say? Split. So when you want to split, first you have to multiply the first term coefficient and last term coefficient. When you take the first term and the last term, please remember you need to take the symbol also, because symbol is also their property. Now what we have, multiply this, minus 16 into minus 5, minus 16 into minus 5. When you multiply minus 16 into minus 5, first symbol into symbol, minus into minus is plus, minus into minus is plus, 16 5s are 80. What it is? 80. So when you multiply two numbers, you should get 80. We got the two numbers. Now the next thing is, what is the middle term? It is plus 42. See, so I will write here plus 42. So plus 42 and this is plus 80. Now children, I want two numbers. I think you understood how I am getting this. First term into last term. We should write here. And this is the number which we should get by multiplying. And the middle term plus 42. If it is minus, I would have written here minus. But as it is plus, I have written here plus. Right. Now, children, I want two numbers. Think. 40
and 2.
Very good. 40 and 2. Very good, Harshit. So I want two numbers. When I multiply, I should get 80. And when I add, I should get 42. So definitely, those numbers are 40 and 2. Have a look. 40 into 2. Multiply first. 40 into 2 is 80. Then here it is plus, no, actually plus. So 40 plus 2 is what? 42. Great. So I want two numbers which satisfy both the condition. It should satisfy both the condition. Into చేసినప్పుడు 80 రావాలా, యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు 42 రావాలా. ఒకటి సాటిస్ఫై చేసి ఇంకోటి సాటిస్ఫై చేసినా మనం దాన్ని ఒప్పుకోము. అంటే if you take here 80 and 1, 80 ones are 80, it will satisfy the upper one, but 80 plus 1 is 81. It will not satisfy the down one. Am I clear to you? Yeah. So it should satisfy both the conditions. So here what we are going to do, the 42xy middle term 42xy will be written as 40xy, that is plus 40xy, and plus 2xy. And the first term will be as it is written, Nana. The first term will be as it is written, minus 16x squared, and here minus 5y squared. They will be written as it is without any alteration. Now, why I am doing this? So that I can take something common. I can take something common from the first two terms, and the same thing common from the next two terms. See, I have separated first two terms and the next two terms, underlined one, right? Yeah. Now have a look. Now that implies so what is common in the first term? We have to check. So first term, what is common? First two terms. Minus 16 is there, number x square is there. So this can be written as minus 8 into 2, and this is minus 8 into 5. 8 2s are 16, 8 5s are 40, 8 2s are 16, 8 5s are 40. I repeat, 8 2s are 16, 8 5s are 40. So in number 8 is common. Now in variable, what is common? X square means x into x, xy means x into y. Oh my god. So we got here 8 also common, and we got x also common from the first two terms. So when I take 8 as common, here minus 2 will be left. That is 8 into minus 2, minus 16. I hope you're understanding. Right. Next, one x has gone. So one more x will come here. Am I clear to you? What will come? One more x will come. Acha, I can take minus also as common. Just a minute. Let me take minus as common. Then you will get 2x minus, that is minus 8 into 2 is minus 16. X into x is x squared. Now here minus I have taken common outside, no? So this plus will become minus. Why? Because minus into minus. Again, it should be plus, no? Yeah. Now 8 5s are 40. So 5 will be there. And x has gone outside, so only y will be left to there. What will be left? Y will be left. So y. Got it? Yes, sir. Now have a look. Third term is plus here, so definitely we have to take plus as common. Okay. Now what is here? It is 2 into x into y, and this is 5 into y into y. So y is common. What is common? Y is common. So let me write y now as common. So when I take y as common here, sorry, y as common I took, means here we got 2x, right? Minus here 1y is gone, so we left with minus 5y. Now you can have a look, children. We got the same common thing here. Bracket is same. You can see 2x minus 5y. Here also we got 2x minus 5y. Now that is common. So please take that 2x minus 5y as common outside. Now 2x minus 5y is common. That has gone outside, right? So we should not cancel actually, but I'm cancelling so that you can understand that here this cancelled one has gone outside. So what is left? Minus 8x plus y. What is left? Minus 8x plus y is left. So when underlined is going outside, we are left with minus 8x here because underlined one is gone. Then here, this 2x minus 5y is taken common. So what is left? Plus y is left here. So plus y. Children, this is your answer, right? Yeah. So we have expressed the given polynomial as product of its two factors, that is 2x minus 5y into minus 8x plus y. So if you multiply this, no, again you will get this same thing, right? Yeah. So I request everybody to once again go through the video which I'm going to upload so that you can understand it in a better manner. Everybody, yeah, the time is 9:17. Please take your screenshot.
Sir, done.
Done.
Sir,
Yeah.
done.
Thank you so much. That's it.